Week 5 of Football Frenzy presented by McCloskey Kessler is here. I am Anthony Ferretti.
And I'm Ryan Bridges. Anthony, you know how we always start these things with our game of the week,
of
course. And we got to go to Guilford taking on Harlem. This is a matchup that just wrapped up a few moments ago. We were certainly there for the first half. Shout out to whoever painted that in front of the student section. Well done on the design. This was a good design defensive play from Harlem because they, in their pink unis, pick off the first play from scrimmage. Jermaine Ransom has the interception there, and then it's their quarterback, Braxton Fawcett. He throws it to the other side of the field where Briar Krieg takes it for a 29-yard touchdown, 7-0 Harlem. But then Guilford would drive down and had a decent drive here. They try to find Keeson Taylor in the back of the end zone. It's off his hands, so the Vikings, number 18, Miles Groh, has to hit a 18-yard field goal that gets the Huskies on the board, or gets the Vikings on the board, but the Huskies, as I just said, they go into the end zone. Ladarius Foster with a 7-yard touchdown. 14-3 Harlem led this game to start, but the final score is Guilford in a comeback win, 31-28, a big time game in the Nick 10 conference.
That is insane, and Guilford's first win again over Harlem since 2022.
Right.
Our second game taking us to Pecatonica for homecoming night. Rivermen trying to steer the ship as they take on the Eastland Pearl City Wildcats. Third quarter here, Lucas Rosso to Dermont Dolan off to the races. That is a 50-yard touchdown. It is 22-0 Dupac. Next up, we got Easton here. Leighton Lamoureux going to Zach and Haverlad. Nearly picked off, though, by Cooper Hamilton. It is 22-0. Now Rosso gonna find his receiver, Brady Moore, connecting for 20 yards here to the goal line. 32-zip Dupac. And Rosso, he can throw, which is why he's the quarterback, but he can also run as well. Look at this, a 50-yard rushing TD for the QB, 38-0. Rivermen clicking on both sides of the ball. They sail away with the win by that margin.
Dupac's been flying through everybody so far.
They have been. And we have Oregon hosting Dixon here. Winner taking sole possession of second place in the BNC behind Byron. Electric crowd here. Dukes force the Hawks to punt here. It's going to be Jake Zepzauer. He's going to catch it. And look at this to the left side, evading defenders. He is off to the races. A 60-plus yard punt return TD as he somersaults into the end zone. 7-0 Dukes. Cheerleaders going to be doing a lot of push-ups, though, in this game. On Dixon's first offensive possession, we got about 45 yards here away. We got Landon Carnegie sprinting into the end zone. That is one of 3 rushing touchdowns for him in the first half. Dukes are up 14-zip after one. And the Dukes defense also dominant. Doesn't look like it, but they almost force a turnover. They sack the quarterback there, and Dixon wins this one 56-0.
Let's go to an Interstate 8 battle. We've got 4-0 Caneland, the Knights, taking on Morris High School at 4-0 themselves as well. Starting off with a little bit of American pride, and the Caneland fans are ready to witness this undefeated matchup. Caneland goes 3 and out. They try to kick it off. The punt is blocked, and the punter's Luke Godomsky is able to get off a bit of a smaller punt. And then the very first offensive play for Morris, they take it in for the touchdown. Caden Curran puts them up 7-0. Long pass here by Jack Pulaski, and it goes for an interception. Morris scores another touchdown. This time it's Brady Varner, the quarterback, going over to Mick Smith. 14-0 Morris leads, and Varner later on able to take it himself, sorting out the blocks in front of him, going down the sideline for what was almost a 50-yard touchdown. Caneland now trying to get anything on the board right before halftime, but it's incomplete. 21-0 is how Morris started this game, and they won it by a final score of 42-14. Some really interesting games going on, especially on paper, but we saw a bit more blowouts tonight for sure.
Yeah, we did, and that game of the week definitely lived up to it. If only we could be there for that insane finish.
Yes, we do apologize to the Guilford fans that we couldn't be on top of it. We couldn't be there, but we gotta get back to the studio and get to these highlights. And speaking of highlights, we got more of them right after the break. We'll see you in just a few minutes here on Football Frenzy.